Hi, today I'm gonna show you how to fix your player's movement code. So there's this thing where in GameMaker, if you don't use the code that I'm gonna show you just in a second, and just move your player directly, what is gonna happen is, as you can see, I can move just how you expected. But when I'm moving to the side and then I press up, the player speed increases dramatically, as you can see. When I move to the side, the player speed is 1, and when I move up, the player speed is also 1. But when I'm pressing both, as you can see right here, the total player speed is the square root of 2. It's like the Pythagorean theorem. I'm gonna show you an image on the screen. So right here, I have a solution to this problem. Well, it just so happens that if you divide the player's movement by this thing, which is the secant of the variable degree, the variable degree I'm gonna explain later what it is, but if you divide the player's movement by that, it just so happens that the code is fixed, as you can see right here. Take a look. See, when I move up or down, the player speed diminishes. There is a simpler way of doing this. If you just detect which keys the player is pressing, you could divide the player's movement by the square root of 2, and that would work. However, my code right here has an acceleration, alright? And the acceleration will make it so if I do the thing that I said of just detecting which keys are being pressed and then dividing, what would happen is that if my player speed was like here, I'm just tapping the key to move him up. All right, I'm tapping up, and you can see that the player speed stays constant. He isn't faster. But if I do that thing that detects which keys I'm pressing, the player speed in that situation would be constantly getting lower and higher as I'm pressing the up key. So this code, it fixes that, because the variable that divides the player speed, it has something to do with the angle that the player is moving. So I'm gonna go here from the beginning of this code, right? Movement direction. It is equal to point direction 0, 0, move x and move y. What is point direction? It returns the direction of a vector formed by what is in this case 0, 0, move x and move y. So you can imagine the degrees in GameMaker as a wheel that goes from 0 to 359, I think. And then in this case, if we imagine that move x is 1 and move y is -1, then that thing would return 45 degrees. And then if move y was 1 as well, it would return, I don't know, whatever 270 plus 45 is. It is gonna appear on the screen, alright? I don't know. But then this returns the angle, the direction that the player is moving. And then we have the variable degree, which is equal to ABS, that whole thing right here, times 90. ABS is something that I explained in the last video. Basically, it returns whatever the input is, but positive. Right here I have movement direction divided by 90 minus round movement direction divided by 90. So you can imagine that movement direction divided by 90 is equal to, I don't know, 0.3, alright? So this is gonna be 0.3, and this is gonna be 0 because it's rounded. So we are getting 0.3 at the end. And if it is 0.7, then have 0.7 minus 1, because 0.7 is closer to 1 than to 0. So we're getting negative 0.3. But it is ABS, so it's gonna turn 0.3 times 9. And if we have 1.3, there's gonna be 1.3 minus 1, which is gonna be equal to 0.3 as well. 0.3 times 9, which is 27 degrees. And then it's gonna divide move x right here, and yeah, that is gonna fix the code, as you can see. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and bye.